Hey guys, this is William once again. So we're continuing on with our cowon J3 review here. So as you can see, I have gotten the case onto the unit itself. So this is the official cowon J3 silicone case. So I guess you can't really tell, but this is the case. You can see that. See the thickness here along the side. You can see the bottom there. There's a bit of a clear part where I'm holding here. But I have on this side here just a little bit. This here on the bottom are all just the extra thickness induced by this cover. Now if you look on the side here, also on the bottom, you notice that this part here, oops, kind of hard to point with my hand here, but let me just do it this way. So you notice that on this side here, it also protrudes out a little bit. So that just added extra thickness to the J3 itself. Now, as our official case, I was kind of disappointed because for some odd reason, this surface wasn't really smooth, as in it feels unfinished. The top half was smooth, no problem, but this bottom part feels really rough. Yeah, it doesn't really feels complete. But anyhow, this is the case itself. So what I'll do is I'll settle the camera down and we'll have a look at it with the case on and without the case, okay? So just bear with me for a moment. So let me just set this up once again. Ooh, you can see my root here. Shoot, okay, like this. Okay, so let me just plug my JH3 from my computer. So just give me a moment, sorry. Okay, so I'll take this off here. So, there it is. Okay. So I have the J3 here with me. So this is the J3 with the case, okay? And now I'm about to take off the case cover. So the case fit really snugly tight, and essentially goes over like this. You see I pulled off the bottom already. This is the clear case part. We just peel it straight off like so. So you can see that extra length, extra thickness I was talking about on the bottom. So you can see that fits. So this is the actual case itself. Not too sure if you can see properly, but yeah, this is it. I chose a clear one just because, you know, my player is white, and it would be kind of odd if I use a dark one, because the color combined will be kind of grayish and looks kind of ugly, at least for me. But you know, maybe whatever is your flavor, right? Whatever fits your flavor, because they have 5 or 6 colors I think to choose from exportprive.com. So anyways, this is the case itself, and this is the unit. So you can see that the length here. So you can kind of see the length here. Sorry, my camera kind of sucks, but this is it. So you can kind of see that length here. How that actually length here. And what I'll do is I'll place side by side here. You can see that it does induce a little bit of bulk, but not by a lot. So let me just place it back on one more time for you. So it goes on here, goes on the bottom there, and top it off right there. You just kind of pop it in on each case. You kind of pull it through so it makes sure it stays on over it. I think another concern was that over some people have problem with rising glass on the edge of their cowon players. So that might be a manufacturer defect. So I really recommend you guys get a case for it, just because the case does cover the surrounding of the player, and maybe in that sense kind of reduce the pressure on the tape. You know, just not because essentially the glass finish is held down by a thin two-sided tape. So by having the case, it kind of reduced the pressure. It kind of reinforce the glass to stay on the player, and therefore reduce the pressure on the tape. I guess that kind of makes sense. So once again, this is how it looks like with the case, okay? And yeah, so I would definitely recommend getting a case. It's, you know, even with the case, it's very light, so that's definitely a plus. It's kind of odd, I haven't seen a lot of case review for the J3 yet, so I'm kind of disappointed, but you know, for my purpose, I think this jelly case fits perfectly. On top with the screen protector, I think you're pretty much set. Yeah, so this is it. Once again, I'll just show around it. Okay, you notice that the button actually protrude out. So they do on the case have a designated layer of rubber for the plastic, so that even the button itself is covered. Not too sure if you can see, but it's covered nicely here. And you know, this part is left open, so you can still open your USB back ports should you need to charge, like what I was doing earlier. So well, my hand's dying, so yeah, so like that, you can still see it could be opened, no problem. Okay, just like that. So let me just close it. You know, same story over here with the volume, and also with the play and the next file buttons. So yeah, it's not that bad. Like I said, my only problem was that this back surface wasn't exactly all uniform in terms of texture, because this one was a bit unfinished sanding, I think. So this part's a bit rough for me, and this part is, you know, smooth like it should have been. Okay, so that's the case, and maybe you guys can stay tuned for my next video, in which I'll showcase how the player works in action. So once again, this is the case. Okay, thank you.